plunged. We went bankrupt, and we were left with many debts. We came to learn the hard way that
Allah will destroy usury and will give increase for sadaqat, meaning deeds of charity.
during one of the difficult nights that followed, I got into a huge argument with my husband and demanded that he divorce me. He then screamed out, "You are divorced from me! You are divorced from me!" Both my child and I cried, and through the many tears, it was this that was constantly going through my mind. We were joined together through obedience to Allah, and we then became separated through disobedience to Him.
Broadcasting 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. This is Salam Radio.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. My dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the show, The Real Me. I'm Abbas, and today with me is the co-host of the show, Michelle. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Thank you for joining me on the show today. Thank you for joining me on our show today. Alhamdulillah, it's really nice to have yourself as a co-host, so we can crack on with a few topics that we've prepared, inshallah. Today's show is split into two. So the plan is, the first half of the show is going to be us talking about our chosen topics, or we can have a bit of rant as well.
Love a rant.
A nice rant. And the second part of the show, inshallah, will be our special guest, brother Abdullah Jasim, who lives in America.
He's in Michigan, I think. Dearborn.
Yeah. Okay. So
there's quite a lot of talent coming out of that area, isn't there?
Yeah.
I've seen on Instagram and social media, actually, generally. Yeah.
From Michigan, yeah?
It's the place to be.
Yeah. Are you tempted to move?
From Peterborough. Come on now.
No, alhamdulillah. It's good. So looking forward to him coming on the show, inshallah, if we can. And thank you for arranging that, inshallah. I hope that comes through.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really exciting. Yeah, alhamdulillah. We've only got first half of the show to ourselves, so we're going to crack on. When we were discussing last week about what topics we want to keep, there's some really, really nice ideas you've come up with that we can talk on. If anyone wants to call in, which I doubt they will, they're a bit shy, aren't they?
Come on, guys.
Yeah, I don't think they'll call in. But anyway, if you do decide to
be a
bit brave and you'll give a call in on the studio line, 01733 602 133. I dare you to call.
That's a challenge.
Or if you want to text or WhatsApp in, text or WhatsApp on 07745 278 978. If you're watching on YouTube Live or Facebook Live, you can see the numbers anyway. So inshallah, you can give us a text.
And also, if you're tuning in on Facebook Live, just let us know where you're watching and listening from as well, because that'd be really interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, especially it would be good for the station.
And give us some thumbs up or some hearts as well, because we love them too.
Brilliant. Or even some feedback as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Do they want to hear more of my voice or less of my voice? So we're going to start off, because when we were discussing last week, you came up with some really nice ideas, and one of them was about loneliness. That was really, really nice.
We had to just shelve that topic until next week, inshallah, because obviously we've got this amazing special guest that's joining us today. So yeah, inshallah, next week. Oh, we're getting loads of hearts. How cool is that?
Brilliant.
So there are people out there. Dr. Shabina's watching as well.
Oh, brilliant.
Assalamu alaikum. But yeah, we've shelved that for a little while, but I think it's a really important topic.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll definitely be coming back to that.
Yeah, touching on. So a few questions I want to just touch upon. So feeling lonely, even though there's lots of people around us, it's very, very interesting, because normally you think. Social media, reaching more people, but not physical connection. Wow, that's really good. Relationship with Allah, but can't see Him. A bit about children growing up and leaving home, and how it's like maybe university or work or marriage, or for
our kind of mum generation, you know, that are losing their children, they're moving out and getting married or going to university, and there's that kind of feeling of loneliness that comes when they flee the nest and you're left alone. So yeah.
So let's touch upon loneliness for the beginning. Just something before I forget, when you mentioned about that. it's quite sad to hear, but elderly people, I heard from someone that they came across one elderly person when they went shopping. I don't know where it was. I think it was Asda or Sainsbury's. And they spoke to one of the elderly ladies over there. And she's like, I come specially to shopping so that I can actually meet people because I live by myself. Yeah, that is an awe moment, I'm sure people at home must be going, So next time you see an elderly person, just a smile or a hi or a wave.
Yeah, or a massive hug.
Yeah.
Because I'm a hugger.
Yeah,
I am. Oh, that's really sad, isn't it?
Imagine if you go and hug a lady. I mean, imagine if one of the guys do it. He hugs a lady. And the lady goes, what are you doing? I'm going to call my husband in a minute. And then the husband comes up and you're like, oh, sorry, I thought you were by yourself.
Yeah, in the frozen aisle. What are you doing? I have to tell you, so I'd prepared for talking about Muslims having sense of humour tonight, not the loneliness. I'd kind of parked that.
Yeah.
But earlier on, I'd kind of done the dinner for the children and I was at the sink just washing the dishes and I had this amazing thought and I had to share it with you because I'm hilarious, obviously.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there and standing there, I was washing the dishes and I thought, we are perfect for this topic tonight.
Yeah.
Obviously we're the dream team anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you agree, give us some thumbs up. But yeah, I was standing there and it was kind of like, our surnames are perfect for this topic today because my name is Batty, so obviously I'm crazy, Batty, funny, hilarious, and yours is Esmail, and it's like I smile. So this humour that we're bringing to the station, it's just really I did chuckle to myself for quite a while this afternoon thinking of that because I thought it was a top-notch joke.
Oh, brilliant! No, that's really good. Thanks for that. That's a nice compliment. But we don't want. I hope brother Jasim, Abdullah Jasim. What are you going to say about his surname?
I did have a think of that, and I thought it didn't fit in, did it really? So then I kind of felt a little bit bad.
He's got 100,000 followers on Instagram, hasn't
he? He's an absolute star. I've been following him for a long time, actually. So I've been watching him grow his following.
Is that something we should be jealous of?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like
and I'm hoping that he's going to share us later on. Don't worry about Salam Radio, just personal accounts. That'll be really, really important. Yeah.
Come on, bro, get us that 100k. Is that I've worked hard for it.
He's got some celebrity friends as well, hasn't he? Rubbing shoulders with some really cool people.
I didn't bother. I just when I was listening to his stuff, when you told me about him, I was listening to some of his stuff and they made me crack up. I was literally, me and my wife were watching it, a bit late at night before I was going to go to sleep. And when I started laughing, she goes to me, I haven't seen you laugh like that for a long time. I was literally, my stomach was hurting and I was in tears. I couldn't. Funny. Oh my God! Some of the impressions he does, and
he just has numerous personalities, doesn't he? That he takes off, including one that I think is based on his mum.
Yeah, he's done a couple with his mum.
Yeah, she is amazing. I love her. Yeah, we have to give her a big shout out later. But I was thinking myself, we've all got families that give us so much content.
Yeah,
literally, I can write a whole comedy hour. With the gems that my family have given me. Yeah, true. Because, all the true stories that we have going on in our families, that's where the humour is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, of course.
So, I don't know if you're the same with your family.
Yeah, definitely. Sharing humour, talking, it's like an all-rounder thing, isn't it? Like, that's when you appreciate and say, Alhamdulilah, for family. I mean, some people may have family out there, who may not be like that. But maybe you can change, for the person to change. You never know. If you're willing to, you can bring excitement to the family.
Yeah, I wonder if that's really hard if you're living in a family that is quite serious or doesn't really bring humour out, and you're quite a humorous person.
Yeah.
I wonder how that feels.
If those people out there who've got that kind of family that are kind of serious type, kind of straight face, just work to work, that's it, no messing around, no joking. Maybe the kids should show Abdullah Jasim's videos to them.
Do you think?
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have a little chuckle. They might have a little moment.
Yeah,
if not like a laugh, like me, like crying.
We could have a midweek fun night, where we just show the videos to family and stuff on a Wednesday, you have Follow Friday on Instagram. We could have some sort of fun Friday.
Yeah. Keep these ideas to yourself. Some people out there
I've got to pattern them.
They might nick it.
But he's done some great stuff and he's definitely worth a follow, so we'll share his handles as well later on.
Inshallah.
Julie Blake is watching. She says hi guys.
Hi Julie.
And Amir says, Salam guys, hashtag dream team.
Oh, walaikum salam. Thank you, Amir, mashallah.
Walaikum
He's,
salam.
Good follower, and alhamdulillah, nice to see that everyone's tuned in to the shows.
It's nice for us as well, because we get a little bit of excitement, don't we, when we see
exactly,
people
yeah.
watching and tuning in. And if our topic resonates with you guys, give us a thumbs up and some hearts.
Or even if they want a shout out.
Absolutely, or just to call in to say salam.
Yeah,
that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
How would that work? Just say, come in, assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, and then we say wa alaikum salam. That's all
right.
you need.
See you later, we don't have time. But let's I want to see your opinion on this, because I know that we briefly talked about this, but when you mentioned about this point, it really made me think. So that's just a small story that I heard about the lady, with that moment, with that. But just be careful of the guys out there. Don't go and call ladies who have got their husbands around, especially you might be a bodybuilder. You never know these.
Yeah, that's true.
But some oldies work out, that they're still quite pumped up.
Yeah, that is allowed,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, look at Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah,
they've touched their 70s. They're still pumping iron.
Yeah, I've seen actually on social media a lady who's I think in her 90s, and she looks amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So. Yeah, we don't really kind of take care of ourselves properly sometimes, do we? We don't realise our potential.
Definitely.
So
That's a whole show within itself, isn't it? Realising our potential.
We're getting messages come through.
Oh, okay. Brilliant. So we've got a WhatsApp message from Brother Adam. Salam, great show. Thank you very much, Adam.
Walaikum salam.
That's nice of you to comment and keep that up. So he, man of action.
Yes.
Yeah, man of action. Yeah, thanks
you
for that, Adam.
You dared him, and clearly
And
he's
he
somebody that likes to follow through. I love that.
It's you have to use this different ways to get the crowd interactive, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so hard, when especially imagine you're on stage and you've got hundreds of people. It's hard for comedians.
Yeah.
I wonder, comedians, how they do it, because imagine you crack a joke and they don't laugh.
Well, that's why they have this warm-up act, isn't it?
Yeah.
To get the crowd in the in the right zone and in the mood, because it must be hard to walk out cold onto stage and just crack on with your jokes, and obviously different comedians have different content, so you can't please everybody, as we always find out with things. So But there's some great UK comedians at the moment, absolutely rocking it. Yeah.
What? As in who? Can you give some?
So I have to give a shout out to Shadia Azmat. She's obviously a female comedian, Muslim comedian. Yeah, she's cool. Guz Khan, you heard of him?
I've heard of Guz Khan.
Yeah.
Does he do Man Like Mobeen?
Yes.
It does him, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roadman Ramadan. I think he did, didn't he?
Yeah. Okay.
Which was funny.
There's also Hamza Productions. Diary for Batman. Is that him? Diary for Batman, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to check him out.
I was going to say Diary of... I was going to lose it there. I thought... there's a book, Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Yes.
My younger sister.
My kids are reading that at the minute.
She read that when she was younger, so I was going to say, have I said the right one? Diary of a...
Kay Kurd as well. I think I shared him
Kay Kurd,
with you, actually. Yeah, he's really
That's
good
right,
as well.
yeah.
Doing really well.
Stuff,
Yeah, mashallah.
Yeah. That's really good. But just bringing back, because I'm really intrigued by this question. When you're all feeling lonely, even though lots of people around us, how does that work? I mean, some people might think, how does that mean? I thought lonely was when you're by yourself. You can imagine yourself in a dark, cold room,
Yes,
and then you're just by yourself, and that's loneliness.
Yeah.
What would you say, feeling lonely when people are around us? Why?
I think it's really, you've got to look at it from different perspectives, because you can be surrounded by lots of friends, family, work colleagues, but still feel really alone inside. I think it's an internal state. And likewise, you can be in a cold, dark room, but really craving that space to be by yourself and that kind of meditative state. So that might not feel like loneliness to you. It might feel comforting. So I think you have to look at it from different perspectives and see what your needs are in that moment. But I think with the rise of social media and our friends are now online, we're really good friends, and we've made deep connections with people that we've never even met. I find that truly amazing, because you can make friends with people all around the world from different cultures, different backgrounds, and be really close to them, but obviously you never even met in person. So that's really nice. But there's not that kind of connection. Because I think as humans we crave that physical touch as well. And yeah, if we've got lots of people around us, but they're not necessarily bonded with us or not connected with us, then it can feel quite a lonely place to be.
Yeah, yeah.
And especially we have to, think about our elders in the community.
Yeah.
That can go, days, maybe weeks without any interaction.
Yeah.
And that's really sad.
Yeah, true. I think that's quite encouraging because it just takes a moment just to kind of ask about someone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Social
and
media,
that one little
WhatsApp.
moment would change somebody's day, and really help them.
Majority people, or a lot of people, if I'm not mistaken, have got WhatsApp. So there's no excuse really. You can either give a text, you can even do a WhatsApp call.
Yes.
You can do a WhatsApp video call.
Yeah, and that's better than
So I think people have got
nothing,
their heads in their faces in their hands like, oh, man, why do you have to say that?
Yeah.
I do want to do a
Hate
video call.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely, I think it's about the effort that we put in.
Oh, absolutely.
Isn't it?
Yeah, you've
and
hit
sometimes
on the head
sometimes
there.
we don't really feel like putting effort. Sometimes it's like, oh, I really can't bother to, like, I can't be asked to call that person today. Or you don't have to. I mean, do it in your own time. When you're doing it from the heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least in that way, people won't expect it from you, and maybe it's the right moment. You have that right moment where you think, oh, let me give him or her a text.
Yeah, and it's surprising, isn't it, that sometimes that right moment that that just feels right ends up being complete divine timing.
Yeah, definitely.
You could end up going to see somebody in their lowest point or lowest moment.
Yeah.
And it all works out as it should be.
Yeah.
And then you think, Alhamdulilah, that's something else at work there. We know what.
Definitely.
Yeah.
When you've sometimes given someone a text and they said, you know what, you text me at the right moment. Have you found that?
Do you know, I get a regular Friday message.
Yeah.
Not just the basic Jummah Mubarak, but I get this lovely message from one of my friends. And without fail, she sends it to me every week. And without fail, every week, it really speaks to me.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, and I have to give her a shout out, Mumtaz, but she sends me this message and she's like, I don't know, I just send the message. And I'm like, but there's more to it than that. It really touches my heart and it really sends that message to me. So, yeah.
For some people, they think it as something small. For us, it's something big.
Yeah.
That's amazing, though, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's really nice. It just shows appreciativeness. I mean, if you show appreciative to insan, to humans, imagine then, Allah feels happy that, look, you're showing appreciation to my creation.
Yeah.
That's an ibadat within itself.
Absolutely.
That appreciation is really, really nice.
Yeah.
Even, obviously, I don't want to go too much about it, but even showing appreciation to Allah as well. Mm-hmm. Indirectly, you are doing appreciation to God anyway, when you're appreciating His insan, His creation. I think, when it comes to whatever character some people may be, you may feel lonely around them because you find that there's no understanding or connection. So, when sometimes, for example, you go to someone, you say, you know what, I've had a really bad day today. I had had a bit of an argument with a colleague. When they give you that cold stare. Right, okay. Like, okay, instead of like, okay. I mean, it doesn't take that much. You don't
have to be really animated.
People, yeah. You don't have to be animated. But I saw some people, can you not pretend? Can you pretend just to kind of, I've got that before. I said, I had a bit of an issue today. Like, right, okay. I said, yeah, this and this happened. And they're like, oh. I'm like,
they're thinking, what's for dinner tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, is this your fiver? Like, oh, yeah. Anyway, going back to money talks.
I love your little truth bombs.
But yeah, you get that. And I think sometimes it's okay to pretend. You're not being fake, but sometimes you can pretend, I mean, people can read you, you know what I mean? Your reaction.
Yeah. And we've talked about this before, haven't we, on another show, that, if your eyes are wandering or your mind is elsewhere, it's easily spotted. And it's quite disconcerting for the other person because they feel it really hurts them. They feel it in their heart because they think this person's not interested or not listening to me, and it's probably not the case. That other person might be just busy or trying to multitask, thinking about things as well as trying to help, so their intention might be good. I think what I've learned from that is that I think it's a genuine act that sometimes, for example, let's say you came to me and you said to me something and I was genuinely worried about something. That can't be my fault, okay? But at the same time, it's like someone said to me recently, working through the storm.
Like,
Yes,
I've got something
yeah.
going on inside me, but then if I put that aside and say, you know what, Allah, you know that I've got this problem, but let me give just a couple of minutes or 5 minutes to this person and say, okay, and just acknowledge by nodding and acknowledging that person, and you
Yes,
know,
yeah.
and kind of like, do you know what I mean?
You do that face. I think you should do that for the camera, for the purpose of Facebook Live watchers.
I feel shy.
Those listening at home, you're missing out on this. You can catch the replay on YouTube.
So,
We've got a couple of comments as well. I need to read these out. They're quite long. So Julie says, some of the nicest people I know I've never met. When you find people who share the same passions as you, there can be a real connection. Yet some people I see all the time just don't get me.
oh wow,
Yeah, it's really powerful, isn't it?
I didn't hear that because I was distracted by a comment. Can you just read that again? Sorry.
So she says some of the nicest people she knows, she's never met them.
Oh, okay.
When you find people you share the same passions, share the same passions as you, there can be a real connection. Yet some people that she sees all the time just don't get her at all.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
You know who I remember from that? One of the Prophet, peace be upon him, his Sahaba, always Qarni.
Okay.
I heard from someone, I heard from a scholar that Uwais was a companion of Prophet. Well, I think he was a companion of the Prophet. I'm not sure if he met him, but he wanted to go and meet the Prophet. When he did go to meet him, he missed him. But he was actually praised by the Prophet, because I heard that Prophet, when he came back from a battle, or when he came, he goes, I can smell the smell of Uwais Qarni. And also another thing is that I heard, now we don't have to do this ourselves, but I heard that when Prophet came from a battle and Uwais heard that Prophet's tooth was hit and taken out, he broke all of his teeth.
Wow.
That's what I heard. I was just like, wow, if you know that story is authentic and it's
So
true.
that's true compassion.
And they haven't met, yeah?
Yeah.
That's
wow.
amazing.
Wow.
But it's just like, Alhamdulillah, I have to give a shout out to all the Muslim communities in the world, in Peterborough as well. I want to say Peterborough as well.
Yeah.
For those who have the love of the Holy Prophet, they have not met him.
Yes,
But I've seen many people have the love for the Holy Prophet. And I was like, wow, you haven't even met the Holy Prophet and you've got so much love for him. I was like, wow, that's amazing. That's
Yeah.
really, really beautiful. We've got a comment on WhatsApp, actually. I got distracted by that. That's why I missed out your comment.
You got excited again.
It's really
didn't you?
nice, yeah, because we've got a fan. Well, I hope I can call you fan, my brother. He's written, Salam, brother, I'm from Uganda, East Africa.
Wow.
Jazakallah khair, regards, Khabazi Esmail.
Oh, so the same name.
Yeah.
So you
But
smile
he's
too.
he's a Ismail with an I, but I'm an Ismail with an E. But that's not a problem. With same pronunciation.
Yeah. Practically family.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
might be related.
You never know.
Because you know what, we could be related because obviously Prophet Adam has been the father, right?
Yeah. Salam, brother.
But Salam, brother, yeah. But that could be a problem because you know some people say, oh, I can't marry this lady because she's my sister from Prophet Adam. But yeah, we don't want people to take it seriously, or literally. But Alhamdulillah, it's good. So really nice to hear that someone from Uganda. Really nice. Wow.
This is a really cool comment. Okay, so from Star Abdul, he says, Assalamu alaikum, guys, and then little stars, and it says, insert something witty here. So he's got a sense of humour, which is good.
Mashallah.
Julie also says, I love checking in on people I care about and maybe don't see as often as I would like to. If your hearts are connected, then 5 minutes out of your day to show you care really can lift someone.
Yeah.
And then she has actually made a bit of a mistake there. She's put can instead of care. So she
Okay.
says, care, not can. That's a dance. So we've got some really good sense of humour tonight.
Mashallah, good. Have you? You know what? I just thought for a moment. Have you had that time where you've called someone, you're far away from them. They could be in another city, another country, but you can feel the vibes
Yes.
from their voices.
Yeah, absolutely. There's people that
It's
I
amazing,
choose
isn't it?
actually to just call in certain times in my life.
And
yeah.
I've actually found with yourself when we done our first show, when I actually could feel the vibe coming from you about how excited you were about the show, and I thought, wow, I could actually feel it through the phone to say, I can see the passion, I can see the care that you have for the community.
Thank you.
And it's really nice to see, and that's something that I just remembered. Like, you could be far from someone, and you can just feel that vibe. And I think those guys, if you want positive vibes, you have to chase for them. You have to
Yeah, absolutely.
work hard for it. And you know what?
Yeah.
It's really nice because even a chat, or even through a text message, some people can say really kind words. I feel a bit like a lecturer now.
You're doing so
Yeah.
well.
I
Keep
know,
going. Keep going.
Yeah. For those of you interested, just give it, PM me. We can talk.
He does events.
All the imams are, like, oh, what's this guy doing? Unqualified. Get off from here. Don't listen to him. We're boycotting the real me. But you know what? We've touched upon one topic, but inshallah we can carry this on. That's the beauty of the show as well. That's what I love. We've got a couple of minutes before the break, and then we're going to get brother Abdullah on the phone. He goes by the name as Abidjay.
Abidjay.
On Instagram, yeah? And he's got you know what? My dad's actually forwarded these messages, because when I was showing him, I said to him, my dad is going to come on the show. He goes, oh yeah, I've seen this video. It's the Christmas one.
Oh.
I've seen it, yeah, the famous. It's about 4 years old, I think. But that was hilarious. My mum loves that as well. She goes, it cracks me up every time. But I was showing my family members. I said to him, look, these are some of the things, and we were all cracking up. It was really,
I just love it, because it's based on truth, isn't it? At the end of the day, so we can all kind of, resonate.
Yeah.
With the topics that he picks, and
the topics, and he so nicely puts the impressions that he does of an Arab, or he's done some
so he's really inclusive as well, which I like, and I think he's an absolute lovely person. I've been following him for a long time, and he does charity work as well, and he's got a really kind, pure heart, and that's kind of underneath as well.
Definitely. We're excited to get him on. We've got about 45 seconds before we come to the end of the first half of the show. I dared you to text in, but I dare you to call in.
Oh, another level, he says.
Is that pushing it?
Maybe, just a little bit. I dare you to call in. Come on, speak to us. We don't bite, promise.
Yeah. But it'd be nice, even if you can't call in, give us a text, or even WhatsApp, or a text message. It'd be nice, just to kind of get your...
Or any questions they've got for Abdullah as well.
Definitely, yeah. But inshallah, we look forward to Brother Abdullah coming on the show. Fingers crossed we can get him, inshallah. And join us after the break. We're going to go for a 4-minute break, and then see you then. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Stay tuned to Salam Radio after this short ad break.
Where can you get high quality and low prices? Amar Food Store and Halal Meat in Lincoln Road, Triangle is the place to go. Pay us a visit and take advantage of our special offers and great range of products on groceries, vegetables, fruits and halal meat. Also send money to Pakistan absolutely free. We have all top brands at special offers, offer free customer parking and provide a free local delivery service. Amar Food Store and Halal Meat, 613B Lincoln Road, Peterborough. Call us on 01733 687 374. High in quality, low in prices.
Al Murad Tiles. With over 70 stores nationwide, we are now open in Peterborough. Up to 50% discount offers now on. Largest selection of tiles. Full bathroom suites from only £189. Paint, LED lighting, laminate flooring from only £7.99. Over 1,000 designs of wallpaper in stock. We have everything you need. Come and visit us at 193 Fengate, Peterborough, PE1 5BH, or call us on 01733 34 58 47. Al Murad Tiles, now open.
Had a car accident or an accident at work? Accident specialists are experts in no-win, no-fee accident claims. Leave the hassle to us. Our multilingual settlement experts will manage the entire claims process on your behalf, with nothing to pay up front. We provide services such as credit hire, taxi vehicles, recovery, storage and much more. For full details on our range of services and a free consultation, call us on 01733 555 774 or visit our office at 249 Lincoln Road opposite the NatWest Bank. Accident specialists. Start your successful claim today.
There's a million choices available for dining out in Leeds.
But if you want something special, there's only one name to remember.
Mumtaz Leeds.
Relax in our newly refurbished Riverside restaurant.
Enjoy exquisite home cooking from our brand new menu. Upgrade to the Mumtaz Leeds experience.
And the price? Well, we're better value than ever before.
Mumtaz Leeds, Chadwick Street, Leeds, LS10 1PJ. Call 0113 242 4211.
Free car parking available.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث.
If you want to learn about Islam and Muslims, stay tuned to Salam Radio 106.2 FM.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the show, The Real Me. Today we cover the first half, talking with myself and Michelle on loneliness, and we've just about got Brother Abdullah on the show. Shall I invite him in? If you can. We've got Brother Abdullah live on Salam Radio.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yes, we done it.
We did it.
Brilliant.
We did it. Abdullah, you're here.
Yes, finally. I've been trying to come to London or the UK for so long. I love you guys. That's all
Mashallah, mashallah. That's great. Welcome to the show. I'm Abbas, and this is Michelle. So Alhamdulillah, due to Michelle's contacts, she's got yourself on the show. So welcome. You're live on Salam Radio.
Please do not swear.
No.
You should have told him beforehand.
Haram, sister.
Haram. Yes.
No.
Mashallah. So for those who are tuned in live on Facebook and YouTube, can see Brother Abdullah Jasim. I just want to introduce him. He is a chemical engineer and alhamdulillah, and a comedian as well. So you can follow him on Instagram under Abidjay. He's also on YouTube on Abidjay as well. So alhamdulillah. Thank you so much first of all for joining us. When Michelle told me about yourself last week, bro, I was cracking up. I was in tears. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Awesome. Some of the stuff I would just every day, not every other day, I just to cheer myself up. I watch, which ones? I'd watch the Ramazan one.
Yeah.
And the Khabib and McGregor one. It's brilliant.
I'm actually really upset that you haven't got the Khabib wig on tonight.
Yeah.
I know, right? But I can do accent if you want me. I no problem. I will smash. Today, assalamu alaikum.
Oh my god, it's brilliant.
You know what we should do? We should record some jingles in all the different personalities for Salam Radio. That'd be really good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I got you, girl. Whatever you guys want, man.
You know what?
Bring me out there. I'm trying to come there.
I didn't even know that, what his actual accent was, because most of his were, the Arab accent. So I was watching it, and when he actually talked in American accent, I was like, wow, okay. It's really good, mashallah.
A lot of people get confused, what I am. They really don't know. They're just like, bro, you never talk normal. I'm like, that's good. I keep you guys, keep the mystery going.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mashallah. But it's great. I mean, when I was watching your videos last week, I know I read one of the comments that some of the fans gave you as well, but my stomach was actually hurting.
Really?
I was crying. I was crying out of laughter.
I have cheek pain
when
I'm watching him.
Stop for a moment because I had to get my breath back. But I was
just
wow, this guy.
You guys are too nice.
Honestly, man, I'm your fan.
Thank you so much. I swear. Really
Mashallah.
So bro, you're the fan. I'm the stalker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Don't get scared now. Don't get scared. I know you have lots of stalkers. I've been watching your
got
stories.
Some crazy ones. Let me tell you, there's some crazies out there. That's all I gotta say.
You know what, bro? There's so much to talk about. You know what? But I want to start off by, mashallah. You know, you come into this comedy. Many questions we want to ask you. We've only got 25 minutes, but let's start off with how did you get into this?
So this was like around 5-6 years ago, and it all started because of a girl. You know, girls, y'all just play too much. You know what I'm saying? So I was actually gonna get engaged to a girl, and she kept on sending me Arab vines of like other Arabs making like, you know, this is when Vine was popular back in the day. And I'm like, yo, I'm pretty sure I'm funnier than these guys. You know, I was getting jealous. I was like, no, like, I can make you laugh more, I swear. So then I made a video about like Arabs hunting mice, and I posted it, and everybody loved it, and I was like, oh dang, okay. And obviously she laughed, that was the goal. And from there, it just kind of like, I'm like, oh man, people like my stuff. And I just started, you know, different ideas. And then from videos, it turned into stand-up comedy, just talking about stories about my life, my mom, my family. You know, I try to stay original to being an Arab Muslim in America, right? Because a lot of people that make it in Hollywood or whatever, they tend to whiteify everything, right? They tend to make it so that like, oh, white people need to understand. But for me, I try to just be as original as possible. And if they have questions, I'll explain it. But I'm not going to change my content because I want, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want people to really see the essence of Arabs and Muslims. So, yeah.
Yeah, mashallah, mashallah.
And it's such a positive message that you're putting out there as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I didn't, my mom would be like, you know,
yeah, I love that. Mama
Jassim.
I was hoping she was going to be there with you.
Oh, I would.
Do you want to give a shout out to Mama Jassim?
Mama Jassim, yeah, I love her.
Yeah.
I love you.
Dude, everyone loves her. They love her more than me, to be honest. I'm just going to say it straight up. Like, anytime she's in any of my videos, the view count multiplies by like 4.
Oh, wow.
She's
like,
amazing.
What? I'm over here getting all these amazing ideas.
Yeah.
She's taking all the credit.
Mashallah. What do you think about obviously, to be quite frank and to be honest, people will have their own personal opinions which they're entitled to, and it's there obviously. They may agree, they may not agree, but that's going to be with everything anyway. But yeah, what 100%. Do you think, it's a fine line, not fine line, but what do you think of your opinion on comedy in Islam as well? We get some people, I mean, I know that, alhamdulillah, you know, I don't think with all due respect, I don't think Brother Abdullah has really crossed the line in anything, has he? He hasn't gone over the top. The comedy, you have to have a bit of that, you know, to actually make someone laugh. But alhamdulillah, I don't think he's crossed the line. But I mean,
I think there's potential there.
Yeah,
for sure.
Maybe I haven't seen all his videos.
You haven't seen the underground stuff, have you?
Okay.
Clearly.
Oh man.
But bro, what do you think of? I know that you mentioned before about the haram police. But yes. What do you think of comedy? Because I mean, Islam, like I said, I don't want to talk too much, but I've mentioned in one of the shows before that we have to look at Islam as being practical. And I know that some people out there, all kinds of walks of life, people are going through anxiety, depression, sadness, divorce. They need a bit of humor in their life. And you know, I think, you know, if you just numb it down and you go straight in saying, oh bro, you know, comedy, you have to keep within your respect and that, sometimes you have to go a bit realistic and sometimes think, you know what, you have to have a bit of laugh. What do you think? What have you got so far? What do you think of that?
So honestly, I think that comedy currently, as like society like today, comedy is the only way to actually send a message to the younger crowd, the younger audience, right? Because if you put a chef up there, they're not going to listen. They don't care. They're like, man, get out of here. But if you can just sprinkle some Islam into your content, because right now, people's attention spans are like 10 seconds. That's all you get, right? So imagine trying to tell someone, hey, I want to sit down and give you a 20-minute lecture on a specific topic. They're not going to listen. You're going to lose them within a couple minutes. But if I come with a little bit of, you know, a hint of comedy, a message, that for me is more powerful than any lecture you can go to, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
And what's crazy is a lot of shuyukh, I'm talking about like big shuyukh, big names, right? They come to me and they tell me, hey man, we really love what you're doing because we can reach our audience. We already know they're the religious people that go to the mosque, that, you know, want to learn about Islam. But your audience are the people that really don't care. They don't go to the mosque. They don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're just supplying just enough of that deen for them to be proud and confident Muslims, you know? So I think really comedy is a beautiful way to talk about very, very, you know, powerful topics that aren't easy to talk about, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah, so I watched the video that you did with Brother J. Dean as well.
Yes, exactly.
You know, touching on a real hot topic there and quite a touchy subject to talk about, you know,
100%,
racism. So yeah, there's a real powerful message in that.
Exactly, and you know, you can laugh at it, but at the end you're like, okay, you know what, he's right. Like us Arabs need to chill out. You know, we need to chill out.
Yeah.
So really, and I really don't want to. I don't want to say I'm religious. I don't want to say I'm a scholar. I'm a regular dude, man. I you know, Alhamdulilah, I know how to read Quran here and there. You know, I know my deen, but I don't want people to think of me as like, you know, brother, I need a fatwa. Like, nah, man, I'm just like you. You know what I'm saying? But people put you on a pedestal. You just say Assalamu alaikum in a video, and they're like, Ya akhi anta shaykh, Allah. Like, no, I'm just a regular dude. You know. I make mistakes. I have a whole bunch of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But alhamdulillah, I try to just be a normal, you know, a good person, and I'm just not afraid to tell people I'm Muslim. Like, hey, I'm Muslim and I'm proud, bro. I love it.
Do you think that's what resonates with people as well? That, you know, we all make mistakes and we're all human. And
exactly.
So when we watch your videos and we see, you know, that you're laughing at your own life, that, you know, people maybe are allowed to laugh at themselves a little bit, and that's okay.
Exactly, and that's what comedy is. The essence of comedy is when you can relate with somebody and you both relate and you're like, ha, yes, I see what you're talking about. You know, when you make that connection, that's what that's what comedy is. Really, it's when you make connections between two different things that no one else has made before, and then you bring it out, and people are like, oh man, I remember that, or that relates. You know, and it doesn't have to be like, wallahi, I did a show once. It was in Minnesota. All right, and there was like 1,000 Somalis in the audience. Okay, I love my Somalis. You know what I'm saying? But I was telling stories about an Arab mom, and they were cracking up because they relate. It's similar. Immigrant moms are immigrant moms. You know?
Yeah.
So, moms are moms. Let's be fair.
yeah. Moms are moms. At the end of the day, really, if it comes down to the essence, it is. Moms are moms,
there ain't no difference there.
some are aggressive, some are not. You know.
Does I was interested. Does your mom watch the videos that you do?
Yeah, and you know, at first she really didn't. You know, she's like, Abdullah, please. You know, the people they're gonna make joke fun of you. You know, but then she started realizing that her friends would come up to her and be like, oh, mashallah, your son. You know, my son loves him, and he thinks he's amazing, and mashallah, his messages and all that. So then my mom now is like, you know, she's like, my son have 100,000 followers.
Yeah.
You know the invisible prank that you done on your mom. Did she actually fall for it?
Yeah.
Did she?
So my mom
my god.
She's very gullible.
Yeah.
Like, she's very worried. She's always worried. So like, anything you say, she's like, yeah, bismillah. You know, like right away. That's just how she is.
Oh my
That's
god.
so funny, man. She's amazing.
How did you do when he gets the mobile and he takes a picture with just your brother in it and there's an empty space? How did you do it from before?
Yeah.
From before, yeah?
Before, and he was just posing, so I had it, and she's like, ah!
And the little dance that you do celebrating. Oh my god. That was so... And then, did she actually hit you, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, see, my mom, you don't realize, this Arab moms, they don't care. Even if you're 30, they don't care. They will still hit you in the face if you deserve it, you know?
Just like your tattoo as well. I saw you getting
beat. Right away. Oh,
yeah.
Like,
oh my gosh, yeah.
You know?
Goodness me, yeah.
Wow. I have to say my favourite video, and it's a really light-hearted one, but it's the Mohammad Jasim video and the dog.
Oh, yes.
I love that.
I swear to you, if you were to I have 4 sisters and a brother. And if you were to bring a dog in our house when we're all just sitting down, everyone would trip out. Literally. Everyone, like that. It's crazy.
It's generally like that in our community here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's the whole najis, like dogs are najis, so they're just like, astaghfirullah, you know, I don't know.
But I tell you what,
Do you know, I've got a dog. Yeah. And it's great because I just bring it into my house when people come round, and then they never come back again.
There you go.
It's great when you just want a bit of peace and quiet.
Yeah, all right, I'm bringing that. Howdy.
Giving ideas to the young guys, calling their uncles and aunties around, they want this one to come out. Doggy, come here.
Yeah, the dog's here. You're going to have to come back.
Yeah. But one of the ones that I have to say, Brother Abdullah does is he does this as a joke, but he's got a really nice voice,
Your
when he recites,
recitation,
when the fireman one, when he goes the fireman, he's actually, the bad boy one.
Yeah.
He's got a really good recitation, hasn't he? Mashallah.
Can you give us a bit of a demo?
Yeah, so like when I was younger, I would always make adhan, and I would always like read Quran, and my mom is like a Quran teacher, so like I was raised like singing and doing adhan and stuff like that. But then people would always say, oh, you have a good voice, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I just want to use it for comedy. So I don't even recite Quran, because if I can recite Quran, but if I post one video of me reciting Quran, people call us, Abdullah's a sheikh, and then the fatwas start, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I try to I'm not trying to, because like Haram, like Fatih, for example, Fatih the Qari, people really think he's like a sheikh, like they go up to him and they ask him, like, no, he's a qari, you got it. People have to realize the difference between the two. They just see someone that knows Quran and right away they make assumptions. They put people on pedestals. I love Fatih, by the way. He's one of my favorite. Like, me and him are like best friends. Love the guy.
You've got some amazing celeb friends, actually, haven't you?
Yeah, Alhamdulilah. And honestly, let me tell you guys something, man. When you meet other I've always been the underdog. I've always been the guy that's like, no one really, just like, oh, now he has a big following, But before, I was always the underdog, and I would meet a lot of people that had a big following, and it's just so sad that like egos take over, man. It's I'm telling you, it's very common when you meet someone with a big following, they automatically just have this thing like, I'm better than you. You know that, right? Like, they'll show it to you in their face. Like, come on, man, like. That's why people get super surprised when they see me in Dearborn, for example. There's a lot of Arabs, so I'm always they're like right away they notice me.
Yeah.
And I try my hardest to just show them love, because these people are going out of their way to show me support. Like somebody's like they've never met me before, and they just come up to you and say, hey, like, I love your stuff. Like, that takes confidence. So you have to be able to reciprocate that, So it's just it's crazy.
But also you've given some sacrifice to that, because I know I read one of your posts that you've had to cut down on your social life and to actually make these videos and take out the time for it. So it's not only there's a lot of preparation you have to do. And
for sure. I mean, so I work like right now I'm at work. I'm literally in the parking lot at work, right? So yeah.
Thank you so much.
I work 50 hours, 55 hours a week, and then after work, all of this goes down. So the videos, the editing, the filming, the stand-up creating, which is like writing and thinking, and then the actual practice, and then the shows. So I mean, it's so much work, and Alhamdulillah, I have a goal in my head. I'm not gonna stop until I get it. But it really has I only hang out with like 3 or 4 people. That's it. Like that's my family, a couple of friends, work, and comedy. That's my life. Yeah.
Well, on behalf of all the British public, we want to say thank you for all your work that you do, because it is absolutely amazing, and we feel like we know you.
Yeah.
Connect
that connection.
Yeah.
Okay, that connection.
You know what? Since you said that, I'm gonna sing a song about London. You ready?
Okay.
Oh, London, the British people. Yeah, but the British people. You taking over America. We don't like you. Oh, no, I'm just playing.
Brilliant.
No, I swear, I actually, I don't know what it is about London, but I really, really, really want, like, if there was another place I'd like to live besides America, it'd be London. For some reason. I've only been there once for like a couple hours. And I just love the vibe, man. I love it.
Yeah, there's a different kind of vibe in London, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's not like that all over.
Yeah, especially Peterborough, bro. You need to come Peterborough.
It's where it's happening here.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait. You know what's crazy? My Instagram analytics, the second most popular place for my fans is in London. Like, out of all of the places in the world, it's America and then the UK.
Wow.
So I have a big following there. It's crazy.
Yeah,
mashallah. So you definitely need to come visit.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Inshallah. Bro, what message have you got for those listening out there in regards to the work you do?
All right, I actually like that question. So what I want to say is that right now there's a fad of like, okay, everybody wants to do the whole social media thing. Everybody wants to get popular. Everybody wants to get famous, right? And they oh man, shout out, give me a shout out, man. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. If you really want to do something and you want to follow your dreams, you have to put your whole heart in it. You can't the consistency, originality. Don't copy other people's ideas. Be original to who you are. Okay? Consistency, which is like post videos or whatever it is that you want to do, you have to do it consistently. Don't just, it has to be something that you're continuously thinking about throughout the day. Okay? And the last thing I want to say is also you have to be reasonable, because a lot of people are like, you know what? Forget everything. I'm going to start a YouTube page. Like, no. Go to school, get an education, learn, work. I'm doing all of this. All of it. I got 100,000 followers now. I'm traveling all over. All of it while working 55 hours. So no one can give me an excuse. Oh man, I don't have time. No, it's all about priorities. If you have your priorities straight, you can make it work out. So that's my message: is that stop making excuses and follow your dreams. That's if your dreams are really what you want.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you so much. That's really good advice for those. We actually got another fan of yours, brother Adam. He says you need to come to the Midlands.
Listen, once I come to the UK, I'm visiting everything. I'm going to go to Scotland. I love my Scotland. Scotland. You know me. My name's Peter, all right? And I'm great at my Scottish accent. I love me Scots. I'm going to go buy me a kilt right now.
You know that you're not supposed to wear anything under the kilt, though, right?
Oh, I know.
Oh, you know all about that.
They have the Arab mentality. You be like breeze,
It's like going to Hajj, though, isn't it? Because you can only wear the two towels. Men have to only wear two towels. So it's.
I'm telling you, Scots are low-key Muslim, man. They support Palestine.
Bro, another question, if you don't mind.
Yes. No problem.
What challenges have you got throughout this?
Challenges.
Do you get much judgment, and backlash from people watching your videos and feeling that they have an opinion on that and commenting on that?
Honestly, what's crazy is only when I mention anything Islamic, that's when people start, the haram police come out like, but normally I don't. Alhamdulillah, I don't get that much heat, which is so good. I don't want it, I'm straight. But I also put, when I make a video and I create content, I think of that. I think of the whole woke culture or the cancel culture. Like, if I make this video, are people gonna get pissed? If they are, okay, how can I make it so that they don't? How can I make it so that they look at this in a positive? So like sometimes, like for example, if I didn't put that little video in that racism at the end, remember that video I did with Jadeen?
Yeah.
Yes.
So at the end of the video, I put a little 10-second clip, right?
Yeah.
If I didn't do that, people might have taken it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yes.
I loved that little bit at the end where you do the siren, the haram police siren. Can we have a little demo of that?
Which siren?
The siren that you do for the haram police. Warning, yeah. Brilliant.
No, but they're out there and they're never gonna go away. So I'm just like, whatever, man.
But it's nice you done that small video at the end with brother Jadeen, because that clarified. And with some people, you'd be surprised, some people do take it literally, and they probably thought, But also when the mom played in the video, she was really like, when she wanted brother Jadeen to come for her daughter, but the brother was like, no.
Brilliant.
Which is another message, right? It shows that's the truth. Like, even though he's a good guy and he knows Quran and all that, but there's still racism. They still look at marriage, interracial marriage as something that's very like what? Like no, Islam. There is no color in Islam. There isn't really. But Arabs, man, I'm sorry to say it. Like we got to work on ourselves. And it's not only Arabs. The Desi community, y'all the same way. And
you're getting called out now.
Don't get me started on white people.
Oh, here we go. Are you going to roast us both then? Before you go?
I'm going to. When I come to London, then I will.
Okay. I look forward to that, inshallah.
Inshallah.
It's been amazing to talk to you. Thank you so much for giving up some of your time. Because I know it's precious to you. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you
so much for having me, and inshallah I will be there soon. Make dua for me.
Inshallah.
Absolutely.
Inshallah. Ameen. Are we letting go, brother Abdullah, or?
I don't want to let him go.
I do have to go though.
Okay, fine.
I'm sorry, but maybe we can do this again. Inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah. Brother, thank you so much for your time and coming in and sacrificing time. We pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala helps you in your efforts to benefit the community in every way. And inshallah, we hope to see you soon. And again, thanks again, and pray for us over here as well. Inshallah.
Definitely will.
And hopefully, you create some more videos so we can get some enlightenment in our humor.
Inshallah. Thank you guys so much for having me. And like I said, you guys are amazing, both of you. MashaAllah, very, very bubbly personalities. I love it.
Alhamdulillah. Ahsan. Thank you very much. Salams to your mum as well.
Inshallah, I will. I'll make sure to send her
Inshallah.
My
Okay.
brother.
Take care, bro. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Alhamdulillah, that was really nice. Thanks to Michelle for getting brother Jasim, for arranging for him to come onto the show. So that was really nice of you, and it was really nice to have input from from brother Abdullah.
What a nice guy as well.
Yeah, he is. He's very down to earth, isn't he?
I love the fact that he could have, really pushed his comedy, and he didn't. He wanted to talk genuinely to both of us.
Exactly.
And so lovely, mashallah.
And there's really nice messages from him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Some people may agree with it, some people not, but alhamdulillah, his intention is there.
Yeah.
And he wants to entertain the Muslim community and to cause a bit of laughter as well.
And we have to see that in everybody, don't we?
Yeah.
That their intentions are always in the right place.
Yes.
And in a good place.
Yeah, definitely.
So even if we have judgments about people, or we have different opinions about people, we should always see the good in them.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, that's really good. So what we're going to do is that we are going to... Is it about 30 seconds left?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to wrap that up now. So it's been a really great show. First half we only covered one or two topics, but it was really nice. Inshallah,
we'll carry that on next week.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
So Michelle, thanks again for co-hosting the show with me today.
You're welcome.
Inshallah, look forward to next week's show, same time, same place. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
You're listening to Salam Radio, and it's now time for Isha Azan. This Azan is sponsored by UK Islamic Mission, serving humanity since 1962.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن